So how do I fly private as a stupid 22-year-old kid? Well, first off, it's not my plane. And I don't have the money to fly private, but I work with hyper successful people that all do have planes. We have Scott here. And so the real purpose of this video is how can someone else get in the same position where you're surrounded by some of the most successful people in the world and you can do all the same things that they do while you're learning. So basically get the best education in the entire world while getting paid to do it. So first I'll tell you the story of how I really started. In high school, me and PJ, we were running the most awesome business of all time, but then that got shut down during COVID. I started studying a lot of books and started to study business and said, this is what I want to do. And I know I'm not going to go to college. So I stopped going to high school and I started studying every single day of all the macroeconomics podcasts, all the business podcasts, reading every single book. And I was reaching out to a dozen people per week, looking to work for them for free, looking to pay to work for people, because I understood that my network was my net worth and that I needed to get around people that were making substantial moves. And if they already ran super large businesses, I wanted to learn from them and I wanted to see how I could try and do the same things. And so I was at the end of senior year when I still wasn't going to school, but I was becoming desperate. So I eventually got this guy's logo tattooed on my leg and flew across the country and harassed him until I started working for him. And then what happened? After 8 months of working with him, we became really good friends. I was learning a lot. I was providing a lot of value. I was trying to just absorb as much information as humanly possible and take every single opportunity. When this guy George would say, hey, I'm going to be going to XYZ state with some cool people for this conference, I would say, can I come? Can I come? And I was willing to pay with all the money I was making to go to those conferences. And while I was at those conferences, I would network and try and get with every single person there and talk to as many people as humanly possible because I was just looking to learn. And I was never thinking, what is in this for me? I was thinking, what can I do for you at all times? And I was working crazy hours, working crazy jobs for crazy people because I wanted to just build as many reps as possible. And I understood that if I did the right thing over and over and over again, I would eventually be rewarded handsomely. But what happened was I continued to upgrade my network and my friendships. And then I started a business because I figured something out that every single one of these business owners needed. I figured out how I could get them views online. And I could really do it exceptionally well for these business owners. And so I started a YouTube company, which turned into a social media agency, which turned into this big thing where I'm helping the largest business owners grow online and then help them monetize and then help drive other revenue streams for their business. And it's organically through referrals, through my clients and through my friends. But I just took 3 years of just understanding that I just wanted to help out and get in the right rooms. And always continuously taking every single opportunity and spending all the money I was making for any sort of opportunity. And now I have so many opportunities that I turn most things down.